beautiful outside today in Portland. Absolutely beautiful. And I was kind of in the mood for something spicy. So I'm thinking green curry with some coconut milk. I've got some potatoes. Kind of doing a refrigeration diet. I'm going to use that carrot. I've got some broccoli. I'm going to throw that in. Definitely some bell peppers. But yeah, we got some good stuff here. So the other component to that is the rice, and when I was teaching cooking classes, the subject of sticky rice always comes up, and I think I'm going to show you guys how to get that done pretty easily. When you're at the store, you're looking for sweet rice or something that says glutinous, but sweet rice is usually Alright, as you can see, the setup is pretty straightforward. You just need a bowl and a sieve, and notice that one is like a fine mesh sieve. And what you're looking for at the store is sweet rice, or something labeled maybe glutinous rice, but in most Asian grocery stores, or regular grocery stores I suppose, sweet rice is going to be what you're looking for. Here I'm just pouring in probably about 2 cups, and we're going to cover that up with water, and we're going to rinse it. We're going to rinse it at least 2, probably 3 times. So on this last time rinsing, we're going to put the rice back into the bowl, cover it with just regular tap water, up to pretty high in the bowl to give the rice some room to expand. And we're going to let it sit. And this can be 2 hours up to 24 hours. I usually go 2 to 4 hours, somewhere in that range. I find that it works just fine. Traditionally, this is what your setup is. This gets filled with some water and creates steam in the basket. However, even with the basket, you still need cheesecloth, so you do a couple of passes with cheesecloth and then put your rice, the soaked rice, after it's drained, in there. But even in this method, you still need something else, so I just use wood to a cast iron to help trap this. This rice cooks longer. It's going to cook about 35 minutes. Today, I think I'm going to try something else. So I was thinking of ways that we could take this kind of next level for most people at home, and with a cast iron pot with a lid. And y'all remember that colander earlier I was using to wash the rice off with? Notice that it's like mesh. Doesn't have just holes. It's actually mesh and will hold the rice in, which is going to be important. I'm going to put water up under this just so it's barely not touching. With this, I'll be able to kind of suspend it over the top and then put my lid on. Some steam is going to escape. I'm going to kind of just go with it and see if I can replicate what traditional Thai cooking would have us do in that basket setup, as opposed to something like this that maybe most people could probably do at home. So let's see. About halfway through the cooking time, I keep staring at this opening in the pot and worrying, but I decide just to continue to be hopeful, and I'm glad I did. All right, so it's been in there for 35 minutes. I was a little concerned about the steam coming out, but there's still plenty of water underneath, and y'all, work. And it's awesome. Perfect. This is awesome. So the thing about sticky rice is it dries out really quickly if it's not kept over something steaming. So I'm just gonna leave it here. Or you can package it into like a Tupperware and then microwave it right before you're ready to serve it, but success. All right, that said, this is still a fun way to do it, and you would make the recipe exactly as I did in the cast iron, except you would line this with a couple of layers of your cheesecloth. Add your rice here, something to sort of trap the steam in, and let this simmer for about 35 to 40 minutes until everything gets nice and cooked and steamy. All right, on to the green curry.